Hi guys, so today's video is going to be on who is throwing shade your way, what you can do about it, and why they're throwing this shade your way. And so we have four different piles, pile 1, 2, 3, and 4. Take a moment to get in touch with your higher self and your intuition and pick the pile that you're most drawn to. And remember that this is a collective reading, so take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And we're going to get started with pile 1. Oh, I don't know where that other... Here it is. Sorry, guys. So, for pile 1, these are going to be our what can you do about it cards here, so we're going to set those over there till the end. This is going to be who the person is that's throwing shade your way. We have Temperance, we have Judgment, the Tower, King of Wands, and the Nine of Wands. So this is somebody who's very passionate, very fiery, somebody who is going through a lot of growth at this time, somebody who's been through a lot in their life, and somebody who feels like there's no way out. This is somebody who may be very defensive, but this is somebody who is starting to release, starting to forgive the past, starting to rise up above all of the things that have happened. Somebody who is really very patient, somebody who is calculating, somebody who really has an equal amount of passions and emotions, somebody whose emotions may have dampened their passions just a little bit, somebody who has just had this sudden awareness and dawning, maybe something really bad happened in their life has fallen apart or something like that, and they've had to climb their way out of that. Somebody who is really very passionate and fiery, somebody who's very courageous and bold, somebody who knows what they want and is ready to do whatever they have to get it. And why are they throwing shade your way? There might have been an ending here, some sort of transformation that has happened where they're seeing things in a different light now. I think this person may have some feelings for you, and maybe they are seeing how amazing you are at standing strong on your own. You might be somebody who's very self-confident, has a lot of self-esteem, and is perfectly fine on your own. Somebody who's really solid, stable, grounded. Somebody who they might see you as having a lot of abundance. Maybe you even have an abundance of love offers. Maybe this is an ex and they want you back, and that's why they're having this issue. So I think they're very afraid of something, afraid that maybe if they apologize that you'll turn them away, possibly. This person sees you as somebody who's patient and able to wait for what you truly want, somebody who knows what has value and doesn't accept anything less, somebody who knows their worth, somebody who's very caring, nurturing, stable, strong, solid. This person may also possibly have told people that you're very materialistic. Maybe you didn't accept their apology, or maybe they haven't worked up the courage to bring this apology to you yet. They may also tell people that you might be afraid of change. This person's learning a lot of lessons, though, going through a lot of growth right now, seeing things from a completely different perspective than they ever did before. I think this person is really seeing your worth and your and how much you meant to them, how much you brought to their life, and they may be having a hard time dealing with that because maybe they're afraid that they have lost you in their life. This could even just be a friend. This could be, you know, somebody that you meant a lot to. I think this person might be ready to walk away from anything that no longer serves them as well, and maybe you showed them how to do this. Maybe you showed them how to have this confidence and this self-esteem in themselves and how to stand strong on their own, given them this gift of some sort, and this person now is trying to find the emotional maturity to be able to face this situation without having to worry about the outcome when they come in to express some sort of emotion to you. And they really are having to release the outcome and the fears that they have going on to be able to bring you this gift of being able to be more emotionally mature and more confident themselves. Maybe you help them to realize how much worth they really have, and now they want to be able to give back to you in some way. But because of their fears, they are really stuck in this state of being really very arrogant and defensive, and maybe even throwing judgments your way. But I think they're gaining temperance over this energy. I think you're somebody who really needs to realize your true worth. You know, this could be about them, it could be about you. Somebody that came from something really bad, you know, bad roots going on, and like a rough start in life, but has been able to find this deep value within and really cleanse and clear that energy of the past, removing all the past chains of karma. And I think this person is really starting to understand their true worth, and it's possibly because of you, even if they don't see it at this point. And I think they're having this transformation where they're releasing all of the old and having this new energy coming in, starting to release their fears and move forward. And I think that they really would like to thank you for that. But at the same time, their fears and their defensiveness of being judged by you possibly is causing them to hold back in a way. I don't know, this one was really confusing. Really confusing one. So what you can do in this situation, someone who once doubted you will know what's up. Be humble in this power shift. Yeah, so like I was saying, this is somebody who has had this sudden change of heart, this sudden change of mind, who's all of a sudden seeing things for what they really are, who may not have seen them in the right light in the past. And the power's now going to be shifted into your hands. Remember to remain humble in this situation and kind, and to release any kind of judgments or any kind of the past pain that has hurt. Walk away from that and really just be able to understand that not everybody can see everything all the time, and sometimes we miss things, and this person just missed things in the past that they may be seeing now. Blessings are coming your way. Stop to smell the roses as you wait. So yeah, just really trust that there's a lot of blessings coming your way. This is reminding me of my last reading for some reason. Pile 2 in my last readings, one of the extra cards got thrown in there somehow, and it was about blessings coming your way and listening to your intuition. So anyway, just listen to your intuition. Really just take the time to live in the moment and to be appreciative and grateful for everything that you have in front of you. And if this power shift comes about where somebody from the past comes into your life and is wanting to express an apology and wanting to express their true desires and their true emotions, remember to be humble. Remember to be kind. Remember to be forgiving. And remember that everyone is just human. Patience. Congratulations, you've been granted more patience. You may start using it right away or much, much later. Waiting a long time is sort of an option now afforded to you by greater patience. Can you believe it? Look at this. You're still reading and you haven't started getting annoyed yet. Imagine how this patience will transform your life. Imagine how easy it'll be to go to the post office. I've gotten a lot of patience training myself the last couple of years. This divine timing thing is a pain in the ass, but I have a feeling that there's a lot of divine timing at work in this situation, and that just being patient and going about your own life, working towards your own goals, and enjoying everything that's around you and being grateful for it is just the best route for you. Personal growth. As I move towards greater consciousness, I feel old thoughts and habits fall away like training wheels on a bike. They help me to get to where I am now, but now that I can ride, I don't need those slow, crummy wheels except when I'm making bike analogies. So yeah, just taking the time for your own personal growth, taking the time to make sure that you have let go of everything in the past that has affected you from this situation, making sure that you're not holding on to anything from this person that is negative inside of your own energy, because all that does is place a burden on you that isn't yours to be held. Once you release it, that can go back to the person it's meant to be with. Send them love, light, and healing. Send yourself love, light, and healing. And don't allow the negative energy to hold you down or hold you back. Change, grow, and do what you need to do. If this person's meant to catch up to your growth, they will. If they're not, they won't. But what's important here is that you grow and that you move forward and that you learn how to have patience with yourself and with others along the way. So that's what I got for this pile. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I would love to hear your comments and feedback in the comments below, because I'd like to know what was going on in this situation. Really, it was kind of confusing. And I'd love to hear if you have a suggestion for another video as well. That'd be pretty cool. On to pile 2. So before I get started with pile 2, I want to say that pile 2 may have something to do with pile 1. Don't want to get into the details of it, but when I was doing the shuffling and everything, there might have, there was some things that popped up that seemed like they might have to do with pile 1. I haven't looked at any of the cards yet, but there was just a couple things that happened that made me think that. So anyway, I think you need to take the time to get in touch with your intuition, with your higher powers. Listen to the synchronicities coming in from the universe, to really be able to get in touch with the sensual side of yourself, the feminine side of yourself, your intuitive side, and possibly work on your crown chakra or your third eye chakra. And there might be a lot of rough things going on in your life, a lot of roughness around the edges, but there's this smooth, clear surface that you're able to see things from, and it comes when you're in a clear state of mind. So take the time for some self-care and to bring your thoughts back to clarity and peace so that you can see things for what they are. These are the advice cards, so I'm going to put these over here. And we're going to see who this person is that's throwing shade your way. So this is somebody who really has a hard time releasing control because they're so afraid of allowing happiness into their life. This is somebody who is afraid to explore their options, is afraid to delve into their emotions because there's so much darkness in there that they aren't seeing the light. And this is somebody who really is very happy and positive on a regular basis, but behind that are these fears that everything in front of them is an illusion. They've worked really hard for something and they're envisioning this beautiful future, and trying to manifest this beautiful future, but they're stuck in these thoughts and these illusions and these fears and these anxieties, and they may be having sleepless nights. But this is somebody who really is very strong, very authoritative, very stable, very wise, somebody who really is trying to do the best thing for everyone involved in this situation. This may be somebody who their light might be hidden behind the illusions and the darkness that they're feeling. And what kind of shade they're throwing your way. So we got the Emperor twice here. This is somebody who's really resting and reflecting on all the hard work, care, nurture that they've put into some situation. They're really trying to transform the way that they communicate and the way that they handle things, the way they think about things. They're really trying to balance their emotions and be able to face situations without feeling like everything's going to fall apart or like everything's just an illusion. This may also be somebody who had to explore their options to figure out what they really wanted emotionally, to understand that the grass isn't always greener on the other side. It's greener where you water it. This person may be really just trying to take care of themselves and trying to build something strong, stable, solid, long-lasting. And maybe they feel like they've put in a lot of work and you just aren't seeing it. Is very possible. You might just be doing your own thing and growing your own abundance, and you might just be happy in your own little world while they're trying to transform everything around you. Maybe this person feels like you're this person that's facing all these fears and needing to balance yourself emotionally. They may also, it could be something where they're really afraid that you might have multiple prospects, and they're really just thinking about that on a regular basis. They're trying to come to peace, though, trying to leave behind any of their old wounds and heartbreak to really be able to see things from a clear perspective. And I think you're just enjoying life and just really working hard towards your own goals and your own things, and this person's having a hard time understanding exactly how to approach you. They really would like to communicate with you and would really like to express their emotions and express their thoughts and ideas. And because they've had this massive transformation through taking the time to rest and reflect on everything that's gone on. And they're starting to see things in a different light at this point. I'm going to grab an extra couple cards for this deck because I'm really not sure. Yeah, they think that taking this leap of faith to be able to come forward and express things to you will bring them a lot of happiness, and I think they feel like you would forgive them even though they're afraid you wouldn't. And I think that maybe they feel like, I don't know, they might feel like too, like you might accept someone else in because they're busy working on their own things as well. I think this person's ready to go on this new journey, though, and take this leap of faith to really bring to light anything that has been hidden in the dark, anything that has been... I think they're starting to realize who is the person in their life, because if you flip this upside down here, this cup has the sun in it, and there's all these other illusions and fears and everything else, all this darkness, all this emotion that they have to go through and sort through to understand what their emotions are. And once they do, they feel like this is going to be this there's the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups, and happiness between you both emotionally, will come from your forgiveness. And really, all they need to do is forgive themselves. They don't need your forgiveness for that. And they may be throwing... It's not really like they're actually throwing shade your way with other people or anything like that. It's just in their thoughts, it's in their fears, it's in their anxieties, and that can create issues if you're allowing that energy into your field. So just take the time to make sure you're not allowing that energy into your field. Make sure you're cleansing, clearing, and protecting your energy. And just keep focusing on your own thing. And this person will work out their own things along the way as well. So here's your advice. Collaboration with others can help when you get stuck. Ask friends thoughts. Everything is as it should be. No worries. You are on the right path. So just understanding that everything's going exactly the way it's supposed to be, and that you're exactly where you're meant to be at exactly the time you're meant to be at. And really working with your friends and asking their opinions and getting their insight could really help you. No need to do. I'm exactly where I need to be, exactly when I need to be. There's nothing more I need to do. I mean, yes, there will always be laundry and taxes, but in terms of my life's path, I don't need anything because I'm already here. I take a deep breath, relax, and trust, and then I do laundry. And you know, I keep getting the feeling that you might be asking about somebody that... You might just have been asking about somebody in particular and whether or not they're throwing shade at you. And I really don't think that they are. I think they're just working on their own things internally. And this is telling you to just work on your own things, and you're doing exactly what you need to do. Get centered. So find your balance, find your peace, find your clarity.